Hello again, thanks for joining. So I've actually taken a bit of a gamble on this locomotive. It's in an absolutely battered box, but obviously it's a Marklin model. You can see the logo and it does say Hamo. So Hamo used to be Marklin's range where you could run it on 2 rails. It later morphed into Trix. But I'm not actually sure whether the locomotive inside actually belongs in this box. The reason is it does actually move around quite a lot inside the box. At this end of the box we have Marklin HO and the number 3102, and that does look like a picture of the locomotive inside the box. But if we turn around to the other side of the box, it actually says Hamo 8302, so I'm not actually sure what's in here. One thing's for sure, I think it's had a bit of a bash in its life, and it is very old. It's a very heavy model, I can feel that in the box. But let's get it open and we'll check it out. Well, it looks like it's 3 rails, so I don't think it's Hamo. It's also got loads of polystyrene bits on it, so I'm just going to give it a brush to get the polystyrene off and then we can do the review. Okay, that's a bit better. It did actually feel a bit like Christmas in Scotland, the amount of polystyrene beads which are coming off there like snow. Anyway, cleaned up, let's have a closer look. So this model has been through the wars. Most of the red paint has come off it and there's chips on the black as well. It's a 210 steam locomotive here. I guess it's a freight loco. It doesn't give any clues up here whether it's Deutsche Bundesbahn or Deutsche Reichsbahn. It says Marklin there, obviously not prototypical. And you can see the motor inside the cab, so there's no cab detail. The chassis is articulated on this central piece here. And at the back here underneath the cab it's missing a screw as well. And it says made in Germany there, not West Germany, which is quite interesting. So it's a big beefy steam locomotive. At the front it's got a very big smoke box door and these metal wind deflectors. These are metal wire as well, and it looks as though we've got lighting. These are a bit rusty, and we have what looks like 2 different buffers on this one. So it's been through the wars this. I think it's had a bash at the front, and it's also missing the coupling which should be attached to the front pony truck. Looking down the side we can see inside the model with some of the electrics there. You would think that was maybe another motor, but I think that's possibly because it's AC, and this isn't Hamo as I thought, which is a bit of a shame because I did buy it thinking it was a Hamo model and I'd be able to run it on a 2-rail setup. The valve gear is obviously really overscale, very indicative of the age of this machine, but there is a nice level of detail, especially on the boiler, which is made in metal, and we have this metal handrail running all the way down the side of it as well. Around the cab we've got some metal handrails added in as well, and strange random holes like this one here. Around the other side we've got a piece of wire for the reverser rod, and we have this part here which moves and switches something inside. That could be for the AC system, but it's a bit loose as well. I think it's maybe a bit broken. You can see a screw here as well for taking it apart, I guess. The tender isn't in good shape either. It's got some scratches on it, but this is all made of plastic. I've seen this tender before on other Marklin models. It's not too bad. You've got these flappy little bits here at the cab end, and at the back we've got some silver lights, some more steps, and a fair representation of coal. It's actually not too bad for the era this has come from. I've actually seen more modern steam locomotives with worse looking coal than that. We've got these really large wheels and quite crude bogies here made of metal, and a sprung loaded coupling to the back. It's just a simple drawbar at the front and the screw in the middle holding the whole thing together. So I'm going to try and open this up and see if we can have a look at the internals and see what's going on here. So the body sure is very heavy. It's all made of metal. Looks like it's got a little bash or something just here on the edge of the smoke deflector. And inside there's yet more screws holding another weight inside it, which it really doesn't need. And another screw at the front here holding the front together. I guess those screws at the side there are just holding the smoke deflectors on. And here is the chassis. So the motor's back here, and we do indeed have AC power because this is the AC switcher at the front. So this little lever is switching the little cam, which I guess changes the direction of the motor. It doesn't work very well though. So it's a bit of a shame this isn't a Hamo model. I was really hoping it was. It's quite interesting to have a look at it. It's got so many screws, even the pistons are screwed onto this part as well. And obviously we've got the 2 skids underneath it. But I'm often surprised when I put power onto these that it actually sometimes works. So I'm just going to do that just now and see what happens. So I'm just using my H&M controller on 12 volts DC. I'm just going to prod it with a couple of wires and see what happens. So incredibly it actually works, but I do think it's AC powered, and I was just lucky with the DC power that was put into it, but at least it proves that the mechanism is working and the valve gear works as well, which is fantastic, especially considering I think this locomotive has had a really tough life by the looks of the body. But yes, the body is in really poor shape, but I think it could probably be fixed up just by stripping it back and repainting it and possibly cleaning up those wire handrails and also the wire at the front there. I think it should clean up okay, but the question is, should I be bothered with doing it? It will take quite a while to do that, to strip it all back, give it a new paint job, and at the end of the day it might actually really devalue this model because at the moment it's genuine from the factory and it does actually still work. So on the one hand, it would be good to restore this model and bring it back to its former glory. On the other hand, it is what it is. It's a genuine model. It's had a hard life and it's probably got a few stories to tell. But what would you do in this circumstance? Would you restore it or would you keep it as is? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. But for now, I'll wrap up the video here and I'll wait for your answers before deciding what to do with this model. So I'll put it back together for the time being and then I'll put it on the turntable so you can see all the way around. Thanks for watching this video and I'm looking forward to hearing all your comments about this locomotive. So I'll see you on the next one very soon. See ya.
So model trains, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny train, in tiny worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny train.